Previously on Asagao Academy, we dealt with bees. And also, we learned a little bit more about relationships. And now, because Jared was stung with bees, Jared wants us to take his place in the fashion show. And then we were left wondering what we were going to do. In fact, I ended here last time. Let's proceed. It was the day of the fashion show that I caved. I rushed into my dorm room and found my stash of alcohol. Oh no. It wasn't that I wanted to get drunk, it's just that I couldn't handle it. No. Really, no. I didn't think I was going to be able to handle it. No, Hana, please don't. So, I knew that it was wrong. I knew it wasn't a good way to cope. Why are you doing it? But that moment of the responsibility that was suddenly thrust upon me, the alcohol emerged from the heavens as if the hand of God. No! God damn it, no. I opened the can and took my first sip. What? This is disgusting. I agree. Beer is awful. I guess people don't drink it for the taste. You have to be crazy to drink it. I drank first one can, then two. I didn't know how much to drink to have an effect. No, Hana. I'd seen people drinking before, but they all seemed to need 3 or 4 cans before they even started getting tipsy. I made it through 3 cans before I looked up and realized the room was wobbling before my face. Oh god. What? God damn it. Now I have to imitate a drunk Hana, I think. I moved my head left to right until it from shoulder to shoulder. I feel. My head feels so heavy. Oh, I shouldn't be speaking this out loud. I should be thinking. God damn it, Hana. You talk a lot too when you're drunk? That happens to me too. Anyway, I giggled, feeling very distant from the gnawing anxiety that so clawed at my stomach. Well, I guess it's good and bad. I think it worked. I looked at the clock. 12:40? When was the show? 1? 2? I shook my head. I should get going. Damn it. I stood and immediately fell back on the floor, giggling. I was unprepared for the amount of pressure it was going to be on my knees. Don't worry. I'll do better this time. God damn it. I should again, this time more carefully. It took a second for my head to catch up to where my body was, but when it did, my balance was fine.
Yeah.
You say that now. At the fashion show! Somehow, someway, I made it to the theater. The back room was very dark and buzzing with people. My head's buzzing too. Mostly tall, beautiful Asagao students and a rainbow of high-fashioned ensembles. Loud music was thumping from the main room of the theater, reverberating in my already dazed head. Dazed. You take a -2 to attack rolls. I looked around nervously for Jared, hoping for a few encouraging words from my boyfriend before going out on stage. Unfortunately, he was nowhere to be found. I can only assume he was too ashamed of his face to even be backstage. I've heard this song before. Hana, over here. I turned to see Mimi. God damn it! And Kakasu. Kakasu was holding up a makeup brush and smiling cheerfully while Mimi clutched a clipboard and tried to look important. She's never important. You're late! I'm sorry, Before I could finish, Kakasu grabbed my hand and dragged me over to a brightly lit vanity mirror that was swimming with makeup. She applied a thick, sticky gloss to my lips that I instantly wanted to wipe off. That would be weird, having weird stuff put on you while you're drunk. Anyway, I watched the art students behind me in the mirror. Some were practicing their walks with perfect poise, others were cooing excitedly over each other's outfits. Everyone looked so happy and prepared. I gulped. All finished. I looked back at myself in the mirror. Kakasu had applied a tasteful, natural-looking amount of makeup to my slightly flushed face. Thank God. Oh, Kakasu, it looks really good. I took care to turn my face away from her as I spoke, pretending to inspect the light blush on the right side of my cheek. The last thing I needed was for Kakasu to give me the exact readout of my current blood alcohol level. She can probably do that. Affirmative. Mimi will help you with your dress now. Alright, I don't feel too comfortable with that though. I stood up carefully, steadying myself on the vanity. Mimi was across the room, helping a tall brunette girl into a beautiful flowy green dress. I took a deep breath and walked over. Mimi's face crinkled at the sight of me. Alright, let's see. She looked down at her clipboard, searching for my name. And no, not the K-pop. And wait, what? Hana! Alright, here you are. She turned to a large metal clothing rack behind her. Her hand hovered over the dresses before picking out a bright, glittering magenta dress. That's my dress? Mimi smirked, looking quite pleased with my reaction. Jerry picked it out specially for you. He said it went with your hair. I gulped. I questioned a lot of things about Jerry and our relationship, but his taste in clothing was never one of them. Alright. Now hurry up and get dressed. You're walking in 5 minutes. You want me to change here? I glanced around nervously. The room was full of people. There was no time for shame, which Mimi made sure to emphasize with an impatient tapping of her foot. Now! I positioned myself away from as many people as possible for undressing down to my underwear. I covered myself as much as I could with one arm as I unsteadily stepped into my dress, my knees threatened to give out under me. Changing clothes while drunk seems like a terrible idea. Mimi zipped up the back and then whirled me around to face a full-length mirror. The sudden motion made my stomach churn. Oh god. I stared at myself, mouth agape. The neckline, not necklace, there's no necklace, plunged all the way down my chest. The dress was fitted and the fabric bunched at my feet. It was itchy and way too long. I sucked in a deep breath. Oh yeah, Hana. No glasses on the runway. Mimi snatched my glasses off my face before I could react. But I can't say well without my glasses. It's just a straight line. You can walk in a straight line, can't you? Oh god. In my current state, that was questionable. He turned back to a large rack of shoes. Since the dress is too long, you'll have to wear heels. God damn it. She considered her options before selecting a silver pair. 4 inches long. Ugh, that sounds like a terrible idea when drunk. Yeah. I took them and looked them over. But I've never walked in heels, I don't know if I even can. Tears stung my eyes. I desperately held them back, not wanting to ruin my makeup or go out on stage with red puffy eyes. Mimi's face softened for a moment, but then she frowned. It's not my fault you're too damn short for your dress. It's yours. Ha! She huffed and left. I sat down on the floor, careful not to ruin the dress. I pulled the shoes on and wobbled to my feet, feeling like a baby giraffe standing for the very first time. Finally, Giraffe Mom gave birth. Wait, what? Oh god. I drew in a deep breath and steadied myself with the wall. You can do this, Hana. You can do this. You just have to focus. Who are you talking to, Hana? No one. I mean, myself. It's time for you to get in line. May I assist you? I took Kakasu's arm. She led me to the edge of the stage where a line of girls and guys are waiting for their turn to walk on. Well, at least Kakasu's nice. Here you are, Hana. I sighed as she left. My heart was beating wildly in my chest. I clenched and unclenched my fists to try and steady the nervous tremors that crept into my fingers. This song is awesome. I just had to walk. Well, walk and turn around and then walk again. That didn't sound so hard. I took a deep breath and concentrated my mind on Jared. If he thought I could do it, then surely I could, right? The line got shorter and shorter until finally I was next. I watched the boy in front of me step confidently out onto the stage. He was dressed in a blue sequin tuxedo that lit up as soon as the bright lights of the stage hit it. I peeked out from behind the curtain, squinting against the brightness. I scanned the audience carefully. Where are you, Jared? Without my glasses, it was hard to see. Luckily, I didn't need perfect vision to spot the paper bag that I could only assume was Jared in the front row. He was sitting between two blurry blobs that looked like Satch and PVG. Satch has come to watch my moment. So has PVG, but Satch has come. This is important. I relaxed a bit, but it was short-lived. Walk! Someone hissed at me from the shadows, and I stumbled forward, my heart skipping a beat. I was suddenly bathed in blinding light, and dang, that is bright. Cheers erupted from in the audience from who I assumed to be mine the Normal Boots Club. I put one foot in front of the other, trying not to make a fool of myself while drunk at the Bastion show. As I wobbled down the runway, I glanced to where Jared was seated. He waved and gave me a thumbs up. The gesture gave me a tiny surge of confidence. It must have helped, because I made it to the end of the runway without incident. A smile crept across my face as I paused and struck what I hoped was a not completely stupid pose. Tears rang out again. I turned around and started back. I made it about halfway. Oh no. Oh god! Hiccups. I continued to walk, but it happened again. Something, somewhere, went wrong. Distracted by my hiccups, I stepped incorrectly, or maybe my foot slipped or got caught on the dress. At some point, however, I went down. It happened in slow motion. The runway drew closer to my face. My hands flew out to catch myself. I squeezed my eyes shut. I fell, smashing my face against the floor. That happens when you're drunk. Gas flew around me like ghosts. I felt the color drain from my face. I tried to stand up and fell again, this time on my knee. Again I tried to stand and fell. They can probably see under my dress now. ... No matter how I tried, I could not stand again. I stared at my hands on the stage, eyes watering. My hands! My hands! I moved them out and pulled myself across the catwalk like a slinky, or a snail. It was almost fun if it weren't for the everything that made it not. I made it backstage as the next girl strode out from behind the curtain. I was greeted with silence by the staff. Mimi stood by the clothes rack in the back of the room, staring at me with a sly expression. I knew it, you bitch! I didn't say anything. Someone lent me their arm, and I stood with quivering legs. I only realized now how little strength they had. I must have been very afraid for them to go limp on me like this. Someone led me to a chair and sat me down. I stared for a while, looking at my hands until... Hana, are you okay? I nodded silently. Why are you wearing Aiko's dress? I couldn't understand what he was talking about. My head was absolutely swimming from the potent mix of alcohol and embarrassment. Aiko's dress? Yes, that's Aiko Yoshida's dress. Who put you in that dress? All at once it hit me. I glanced over to where Mimi had been standing, but she was gone. You're telling me this isn't my dress? No! No, Aiko's way taller than you. Besides, I would have never chosen that color for you. He took my trembling hand in his, kneeling down to look at me in the eyes. I turned my head away in shame, but Jared gently turned it back with a finger on my chin. Hana? Your dress was blue. I picked it because it perfectly matched your eyes. It was going to be the climax of the show, the most important piece of the whole collection. I thought that if you wore it, maybe you could see how beautiful you are. I thought you could see yourself the way I see you. I opened my mouth to tell him what Mimi did, but then shook my head. Mimi may have tried to sabotage me, but I knew that my own poor decision was ultimately the reason I fell on stage. I had to be honest with him. I needed to come clean. Jared, I'm drunk. He blinked at me. God, that explains. Why are you drunk? I didn't even know you drank. I do. I was just so scared, so I wanted to have a little, but I think I had too much. How much did you drink? 3 cans. Hana, you're tiny and a woman, and you have no tolerance, and you're not used to the effects. I know, it was stupid. Tears pricked the back of my eyes. Jared shook his head. No, I didn't mean... You should have told me if it was such a big deal for you. But I wanted to help you, and you said it was beautiful, and it was such a big deal for you, and... Shh! Jared pulled me into a hug. Is this okay? Not too much PDA? I shook my head. This is fine. I needed this. Thank you for doing this for me, Hana. I nodded to his shoulder. Why was it such a big deal for you? He pulled away from me, looking me in the eyes. I guess after all this, you deserve to know, don't you? The thing is... Hello, you two. Excuse me. Hello, you two. The nurse showed up out of nowhere and made a beeline right for me. Terror fled through me. He's smiling. If he found out I was drunk, my entire scholarship would be in jeopardy.
Are you feeling alright?
I was in the audience and saw you fall. Are you alright? It looked quite painful. I'm fine. I held my breath, too terrified to speak, suddenly self-conscious of my every action. If only I could get a hold of how I was moving, that wouldn't be apparent, right? I glanced at Jared, who was looking at creeps with as much fear as I was. I'll do a quick checkup on your leg just to make sure. He bent down in front of me and tweaked my ankle. Do you feel anything there? No. His head shot up and he gave me a very strange look. Then do you feel this? He tapped the top of my knee. No. He gave me a sharp look. Speak to me again. I clamped my mouth shut and shook my head. Creeps placed his head next to mine, looking eye to eye with me. What is your name? Hana Mizuno. I see. I see. He stepped away from me. And who snuck alcohol into this school? I froze and stared at him, eyes wide. I can smell it on your breath. What? What should I do? I couldn't tell him it was mine, but if I said that, it was me, my scholarship. My thoughts were slow and sluggish, like I was trying to hold on to wet rubber balls, but dropping them into a muddy stream. I should. Not going to tell? I drew in a deep breath. It was... I did it! Jared stood up next to me, and my jaw dropped open. Jared? I did it. I'm sorry. Mr. McPasta frowned. Jared, we're going to Headmaster's office.
Miss Mizuno.
Miss Mizuno, I know what kind of situation you're in. Go straight to your room to sober up. Try not to get caught by anyone else on the way there. I don't know that they'd be as lenient as I'm being. He looked regretful for a moment, then... If you really are under so much stress, you should come see me. There are healthier ways you could learn how to deal with this. Tears filled my eyes, but I said nothing. Well then, come with me, Jared. Jared shot me one last look, but it was not what I expected to see. He didn't seem angry, he didn't look sad. Instead he seemed urgent, as if he were saying, Get out of here! He wasn't even worried about himself. I wiped the tears from my face, then stood from my chair. If I left out of the back door and walked quickly, I could make it in time. Assuming, of course, I didn't stumble my way through. But I made it to a room without incident, but as I walked in and shut the door, I collapsed on the ground. I was so tired. So tired. Why was I so tired? Hana! I rushed to my side. I saw you fall, but they wouldn't let me backstage again. Are you okay? My Jared got in trouble.
What?
What? Tell me what happened. I told her about how Jared took the fall for her and for me, my tears making it difficult to talk. Jared? Did that for me? For you? Oh my, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
I don't know. Look, you're in no shape to be thinking about this, and I'm not sure there's anything we can do. She lifted me by the arm and led me to my bed. Don't worry about anything. She handed me a full glass of water. Drink! I obeyed. Good, now sleep this off. I'm sure by the time you wake up, things will have restabilized themselves somehow. I nodded. Mai helped me into my PJs and I crawled under my covers. I was so tired, my eyes were so heavy. I just wanted to forget that this all happened. Dot dot dot.
Hana.
Hana. Hana? Huh? Someone's at the door. I think you should answer it. I sat up groggily. Then suddenly a sharp pain struck my head. Oh my god! My stomach felt raw, like it was set on fire and was trying to return to normal functioning. It was nausea, but the most burning form of nausea I ever experienced. Oh gosh, are you hungover? Never mind, that can wait till later. Answer the door. I pulled on some clothes, making each movement with care so as not to upset my stomach even further. I crossed the room and after a cursory glance in the mirror, opened the door.
Hana.
Hana? Jared! Jared, why'd you do that? Why'd you take the blame? You have a perfect reputation, you're gonna get in so much trouble, and... It's fine. Creeps and I made up a story that I snuck alcohol backstage to cope with the pressure from the show. He said that's why I didn't perform in the first place. They didn't say anything about you or any of the students. I still got in trouble because of my perfect reputation. They're mostly letting it slide. But... why? You're in trouble and I
don't know.
Oh no, I did on impulse. I guess I wanted to protect you. And I did. I could tell he was smiling weakly under a bag, but as my own anxiety faded, I noticed how lethargic he seemed. I stepped out into the hallway with him and shut the door behind me. What's wrong? You can tell something is bothering me? Is it obvious even through the bag? I don't think it's obvious, but... He sighed. Let's go for a walk. We stepped out into the night air. I remembered how just a few weeks earlier I was out on another night running from Jared in fear. It was then that I found out that he had a terrible secret. Now, was he going to tell me another one? We walked in silence for a while. Jared had his hands in his jacket pockets. I imagined his hands were warmer than my own, but I was glad that my hands were cold. It distracted me from the pounding in my head. It's about my family. I might have mentioned I was raised to know a lot about the traditional Japanese arts. That's true, my family's well known. Well, you to know. My family's name isn't Nobunbawa, it's Nadeshiko. I stopped in my tracks. Nadeshiko? Isn't that the name of... The Nadeshiko School of Traditional Japanese Arts. Founded in 1644, we've been around for hundreds of years. Pioneers in traditional forms of dance, calligraphy, flower arrangement, adornment, kendo, and yes, tea ceremonies. The Nadeshiko School of Traditional Japanese Arts. Among artisans, it was known primarily as the Institute. My parents talked about it all the time in the shop. My mom wanted to get into a class there, had even been saving up before she got sick. My dad always looked to their designs for inspiration when arranging the flower displays. Each spring, when the new designs came out, the name floated around the dining room table for weeks. And here was the apparent flesh and blood of the Institute itself, standing right before me. But you're... Too rebellious and free-spirited to ever be tamed by ancient tradition and a distinguished family name? I know. I was going to say white. As you would expect, being raised with such a history, I was expected to carry out the family name and not besmirch our reputation. My birth already kind of already ruined that, though. Sure. Is that why your last name is Hunauer? He nodded. My father took a mistress, my mother. I took her name because she was never allowed to have his. But my father died, my mom, through a series of events, was incorporated as a head of one of the branches. She thinks if I can just behave well enough, eventually I'll be accepted and allowed to run a branch of the school, if not the whole thing. I'll be rich, we'll be set for life, we'll have the fame and prestige we deserve, she'd finally be acknowledged by her husband's or lover's family. I think to her, it's what she needs to feel like she can see him again after she dies.
Jared.
Jared? Right? So it's a lot of pressure. I've been expected to be perfect my whole life, and when you're as naturally flawless as me, it's not too hard, but it can be demanding. Failure isn't tolerated. Loss of image isn't tolerated. I don't think I've had a true friend till coming here and meeting the Normal Boots Club. It took years to convince my mother to let me come here. Only the prestige of the academy saved me. I was able to have fun here. All the ceremonies and shows I did. All the tournaments and announcements, and even my girlfriends. He glanced at me sheepishly. Sorry. For the first time, maintaining an image was half work and half fun, but now I guess all that work meant nothing. He stared wistfully at the night sky. The headmaster's gonna call my mother, and she's gonna find out. Maybe she'll be able to keep it under wraps. I don't know. My mom can be very scary. Ruthless, even. But she'll definitely get out around the school, and from there, well, my image is ruined. He sighed. It's weird. I've worked for my entire life, for some 17 years, keep this up. I couldn't tell if I hated or loved it. But now that it's ruined, I feel kind of relieved. Jared, you threw away so much because of me. No. Hey, stop. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad, but, well, now you know. He rubbed his arms. I could tell he was smiling under his bag. It's cold. What do you say we go inside? We returned to the girls' dorm, making our way slowly to my room. I didn't know what to say. The truth of Jared's upbringing, the entirety of what he sacrificed by accepting the blame. It was too much for me to process. Definitely wasn't making my headache any better. He reached to my room and Jared shuffled awkwardly.
Well
then, I guess. Look. I put a hand to my mouth. I felt really weird. My headache was getting worse. My stomach was burning even more. Hana, are you okay? He put a hand on my forehead, looking at me with concern. I don't feel... Oh no. He pulled me by the arm, sprinting down the hall. Look. Hold in, please hold it in. We flew into the bathroom and Jared practically threw me into a stall. And just in time. As Jared gathered my hair in his hands, I vomited like I never vomited before. It was like that one scene from Team America World Police. Wait, what? Ah, isn't this nice?
No!
No, look! Jared chuckled quietly. We've gotten ourselves into one hell of a mess, haven't we? He tenderly rubbed my back. I was embarrassed, horribly embarrassed, but I was also beyond the point of feeling that embarrassment. I just wanted it to end. I guess everyone will hate me now.
What?
What? Well, I'm not what I pretend to be. People liked me because I was perfect, and now that I'm not. That's not true. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out, won't it? He chuckled again. I don't like to admit it, but I'm scared. When it was done, I kicked him out of the bathroom and cleaned myself up. It was horrifying that he saw me like that, but at the same time, I was more preoccupied with what he was going through to worry about something so comparatively small. After giving up so much for me, what made seeing me throw up a big deal? I washed my mouth out and borrowed someone's tube of toothpaste before returning to the hall. Jared was waiting for me in front of my door.
all right.
So, I guess this is goodbye now. I nodded sheepishly.
Jared.
Jared, thank you. No, I should be thanking you. Things have been changing for me ever since I met you. Without you, I'd... He stopped himself. Anyway, thank you. He turned and left. I watched him go, guilt mingled with my gratefulness and my empty stomach. Not good things to have in your stomach at the time of this happening. I returned to my room, once again feeling exhausted. Mai turned over in her bed to look at me, but instead of talking to me, she smiled. I smiled back at her and she turned over again. She probably knew that I didn't want to talk about it. I changed back into my pajamas and climbed into my bed, trying to think of ways to help Jared. His relationship with his mother seemed so difficult. If my father was like that with me, there was no way I'd be able to do anything. The only reason I was even here was because my father supported and cared about me so much. If his mother had those expectations, didn't she know they were unreasonable? Maybe it was naive of me, but I thought, maybe if you could talk to her honestly and tell her how he felt. But then, would that even do anything? Oh boy. Wow, that was a long chapter we dealt with. Chapter 4. We're here. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off here. In case you like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Ciao.